Welcome to Bombers This Week. This here is Gary Lawless. I'm Paul Wiecek.
Are you sure you're Paul Wiecek and not Johnny Depp? That's quite an earring you have going there, Buccaneer.
Listen to this guy. Did you polish your head this morning?
Every morning.
All right, attaboy. Gary, that was a surprisingly lopsided loss to the Montreal Alouettes last week. I remember we stood here last week and I was telling everybody to bet the mortgage. Take the 10 points. And the Bombers, and I thought you were good last week. Not only did they not cover the spread, they just got absolutely destroyed. You know, you wrote about it a little bit on the weekend. How precarious right now is Kyle Walters and Mike O'Shea's future in this franchise?
Well, it's not precarious at all anymore. It was up until Wade Miller called Kyle Walters into his office early this week after the team got back from Montreal and said, "Are you committed to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, or are you going to the University of Guelph?" And Walters told him he was committed to the Blue Bombers. But in that conversation, there would have been probably a response to Wade Miller, "Are you committed to the Blue Bombers?" Walters would have said to him, "Are you committed to me?" And I think that at that point in time, they would have both come to an agreement that there would be no changes, certainly at the GM position this offseason. And I would imagine that Walters would have included Mike O'Shea in that conversation. Kyle Walters has no interest in firing Mike O'Shea or in changing things. He believes that they'll never come out front and say it's a 3-year plan. This is a 3-year plan. They're a year and a half into it. And I know that people want to see results quicker than they have. It hasn't happened, so you know we can want all we want. But Walters is not prepared to abandon a 3-year plan only halfway through it. So I'll be extremely surprised if Kyle Walters isn't the general manager when they kick off the 2016 season, and if Mike O'Shea isn't on the sidelines in his shorts and his T-shirt calling the shots for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
I hate the shorts and the T-shirt. I love the old school NFL coaches, Dan Reeves, Tom Landry. All those guys look great in a suit.
Listen,
none of it matters, but it's just a personal preference.
You know, Hank Stram and those old NFL films, when he had like the little Chiefs logo on his Vince Lombardi. No, for me, absolutely, the CFL should have a deal with Copley or Hugo Boss or whoever, one of these great, you know, clothing chains, and the CFL coaches should look resplendent. And that's Mike O'Shea's preference to dress the way he does. I don't get it because you're asking for criticism, right?
Exactly.
So, Bill Belichick.
The rap on him already is that Mike O'Shea's too worried about what the players think about him, and he's too much one of those guys. And,
I don't buy that.
And so, but maybe yes, maybe no. But his appearance on the sidelines plays into that perception people have.
You know how many emails I've gotten from people telling me that everything that's wrong with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers stems from what Mike O'Shea wears on the sidelines? It's preposterous. Sorry to all of the good people that have emailed to me. You know, but he's not Bill Belichick, and he can't go like this and show you all the rings on his fingers. Well, he can from his playing time, but not from, you know, not from his coaching time, which is what Belichick can do. You can't complain about the way Belichick dresses because he just says,
he's got the chops.
This hood wins Super Bowls.
Kyle Walters, he's not done yet. No. He brought in Ian Wild. He's still looking for Enoch Mwamba. I'm not sure that linebacker is the place the Bombers need to get better, but the year left continues.
Doug Brown wrote a good column in the Free Press this week talking about, yeah, hey, great, get Wild, get Enoch, but what about your offense? And really, you know, like this is where this team is falling down more than anywhere else, is their ability to, their inability to score points, and more importantly, they won the time of possession battle against the Alouettes. They had more first downs than the Alouettes,
and they had more yards.
They just, you know, tripped on their shoelaces when they got into the red zone every time.
And special teams just killed them in that game.
Wow.
Okay, Calgary Stampeders, the best team in the season, or best team in the league, hands down. Used to be maybe the Hamilton Tiger Cats, but they're without Zach Collaros.
Edmonton's right in there too, right? You know.
Yeah, and Bombers got Edmonton next week. The big challenge this week is, and they need a win desperately, 4-8. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers have any chance of beating the Calgary Stampeders Friday night. Gary Lawless.
Well, for me, absolutely not. Now, it's professional football, and they named a movie any given Sunday, right? Anything can happen, absolutely. But, you know, the Stampeders are won the Grey Cup last year. I'll be, you know, them or Edmonton are going to be in the Grey Cup this year. and the Blue Bombers are not. So I would expect Calgary to win, and I would expect Edmonton to win the week after, and I would expect Winnipeg to be 4-10 when it's all said and done here.
Ouch. He's Gary Lawless. I'm Paul Wiecek. This has been Bombers This Week. Thanks for watching.